Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new album by Green Day, titled Saviors. So Green Day have pretty much been in a rut for a little while. I personally feel since 21st Century Breakdown onwards, but at least after that record, they've been declining. And Father of All is one of the worst albums I've listened to. But with the new Green Day album, I'm hoping that is turning everything around. Sorry for my voice, by the way. Believe it or not, I'm sick again, so this is not going to be as long of a review. But yeah, this is going to be a interesting look into something I've actually been looking forward to. Now, the singles didn't necessarily do this album much justice, as I personally feel they weren't really that strong. The American Dream Is Killing Me just kind of feels like your standard Green Day track with weird, questionable lyrics like TikTok and taxes, or even the PDF file line. I'm not going to say the actual word. They refer to themselves for the American Dream. That one just kind of rubs it the wrong way, I think. But in terms of the sound, it definitely has more of that Green Day essence than some of the previous records, especially around that point of Father of All. Even stuff like Revolution Radio, I personally feel didn't really have as much of Green Day sound as some of the tracks here. Look Ma No Brains was one of the more quicker singles, like one of the shorter tracks, but I just don't remember anything from it. It's just a short meh track for me. And then One Eyed Bastard is probably one of the worst songs they've written in a while. This one literally just samples the idea of what Pink So What did. The it just has that written on it, and it just sounds pretty boring anyway. Even the songs doesn't really appeal. I think that the singles, I don't know why this one was put on there. It's a pretty weak one anyway, in my opinion. But Dilemma was definitely the best of the singles. I like the ideas into this one. I think the instrumentation's great. I think they kind of give it more of that energetic vibe, bringing in more of the hard rock guitars. Even just giving it a heavier tuning is pretty cool. But that being said, the non-singles were pretty much a bag of box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And while some of them are probably not really that interesting, there's been some great tracks overall on this record. Bobby Socks is a fantastic track. This one, I believe, is more about Billy Joe Armstrong's bisexuality, but I like it. I think the overall aesthetic, the emotion on the vocals, as well as just the instrumentation, is just absolutely wonderful on this track. Once Corvée Summer is one of the most catchiest refrains from the band. They definitely got that essence to it. It's just a very, very fun song. Goma City as well, I like the vibe and aesthetic on this one. Living in the 20s kind of reminds me of Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, just the overall aesthetic to it. And I personally feel the last three tracks are kind of some of the weaker stuff, but I mean, there's still a lot of good stuff nonetheless. I think for this album, it kind of feels like a modernized 21st Century Breakdown. You got the variety of songs, whether it's softer to more energetic, and while I definitely prefer that album, I think Saviors is a good step back in the right direction for Green Day. It's not by far the best step. It's definitely got room for improvement. There's tracks like Goodnight Adeline or Saviors. I find these ones to be some of the weakest, especially Saviors. It's one of the most bland Green Day songs I've heard in ages. And yeah, I gotta be honest, I would say Saviors is almost on par with how Father of All is, but that's pretty much my opinion on it. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next video.